What are the opening expectations here?
I think Magnus will play a4 somehow. Oh, but
it was
he didn't.
d4.
Yeah.
Expect the unexpected.
Yes. So Grunfeld is gonna happen. Ah, interesting.
Great call there. Is it going to be the Grunfeld? And it is, Lev.
This one is something that Magnus has played at the World Championship match, I think, before. So he is very well prepped up here. Maybe we could also go and check out the second board and see what's happening there. It's between Alexander Grischuk and D. Gukesh. I believe Gukesh in big trouble in this tournament, hasn't been doing so well.
Sasha looks mad right now. He looks super angry. He's trying to recollect the openings, but with what happened in that first match of the day, it has been difficult for the SG Alpine Warriors.
And right now, the SG Alpine Warriors have their fate in their own hands if they can win this match. And really, Gukesh has to strike with the white pieces today if that has to happen. He has played this opening before. He has played it at the Olympiad. And he has beaten, if I'm not mistaken, when he was facing the Italian team. And he won this with this opening with white pieces. So let's see if he can do that today as well. He has 3 extra minutes on the clock.
This is a good moment, Sagar, perhaps to zoom out and take a look on some of the other boards that are happening. The one player that everyone has been talking about is that bottom right board. Pragnananda, he has been the performer of the league so far, and I see the queens have been traded off already. James, you can't be too happy about that.
Not too happy, especially with a pawn on h4. Okay, yeah, we got the h pawn going. Looks good, looks nice and aggressive. Then you notice, where is my queen? What is this? What is this? Then you want to bring that h pawn and bring it right back to h2 or maybe h3 here, and we have some sort of position. Maybe we can still castle queenside and try to double, but the king's going to be weak on that way. So very strange here. Pawn on h4, but queens are off the board. I think black's fine.
But James, the last move itself was
H4.
Yes, and
wow. Bragg, I think he forgot that his queen was traded, but maybe he did not, especially with that 2,900 performance he's having. So h4, so it works for him, it works for me. But we have to see what his plan is.
This is a very important matchup between two top Indian grandmasters, and I think they both know each other very well. And I think this might really be the one where we will get to know who will take the lead in this match if we find a decisive result here. Arjun pushes his pawn to h3.
What's it like when you play against somebody you know really well, who's a good friend of yours off the board? James, how's the dynamic there?
Yeah, what happens is you have to forget about that on the board. You're just like, yeah, you're my friend now. Oh, cool, man. Yeah, how was lunch? Yeah, it was great. Then you sit down and you're like, I'm not talking to you. I don't even shake your hand. Okay, we're going to sit here and we're going to get this done because this is for the team. And if we win, we are going to the championship or the ship, the finals, whatever you want to call it. We're going. So right now, that friendship does not matter. They are just going after the kill here as he's trying to. A5, nice move from Vidit here, trying to play A4.
Yeah, he's playing on the queen side here, and I like Vidit's position. He has all his pieces developed. His bishop could come out later on. Knight is well placed, and as James said, he wants to push his queenside pawns. Looking good for black here. And here's a small trick. Queen comes up. The threat is to take the knight, and if the bishop takes, this guy is hanging.
Nicely spotted there, Sagar. Lots of tactics on the board. That dark squared bishop that black has is indeed an overloaded piece, and just yet Vidit cannot go on to advance the a-pawn because of the threat that you pointed out. This is going to be a fun one with players playing on different sides of the board. Would you also say that this is a clash of styles? Vidit is generally a more strategic positional player. Arjun, he likes the dynamics, he likes the tactics.
I agree. I think Vidit is more positional in nature. And from that perspective, I think he's got the position which he was aiming for. So Arjun does not have any wild tactics running here. And I think this is good news for the upGrad Mumba Masters. And it seems like Pragnananda is once again getting a small edge there in the position. Although I don't understand why exactly he should be better, because he has the center, but his king looks right on even, not very safe. Maybe we ask Master Swidler here, because he's the Grunfeld expert in the room.
The Master Swidler.
In this structure, the king very often will have the ideal position behind the central pawns Some kind of an ideal scenario for white here would be to get this bishop trade happen in a favorable situation for them, and then put the king on d3, which generally is a very, very good square for it. It fights against some of black's counterplay on that square. It also supports our push in the center, and we just generally have more space. This is the kind of an endgame I personally have always tried to avoid when playing the Grunfeld, because they're not very enjoyable, these positions for black.
We can have a very quick look on board number 4 between Irina Crush and Koneru Humpy, because that's a game where Humpy seems to be coming back into her own in this tournament. Yesterday we saw her beat Ho Yifan.
In a really nice, convincing win.
Very
And
strong.
she's had some tough results so far, James, but that one was a big confidence boost for Humpy.
Absolutely. I actually did an interview with her yesterday, and she was just talking about her style, and she's very positional, and her being the second woman grandmaster after Judith Pogar there, playing very strong class. She was like, yeah, Judith is my, she's my one of my people I used to look up to, and I was like, oh, nice. Well, you know, she's aggressive, so I don't know what you mean there, Humpy. She was like, no, but then actually she wanted to beat the record, and she also is very positional. She likes that type of stuff, so very strong. She had some positional games, and now hopefully she has a good position here, maybe to convert for the team.
I think both women's boards look pretty good for the upGrad Mumba Masters right now. Yeah, and this is the position in the game between Pates and Harika, where the dark squared bishop can be put on h6, which is an annoying square. Black can even push for some kingside attacks by playing h5, h4, trying to open the kingside for her pieces. This is a very pleasant position for black.
Right, and I think the upGrad Mumba Masters are banking on these two women players, Humpy and Harika, to strike, and I think they are doing it. Also, don't you guys feel that the upGrad Mumba Masters are playing a very tight match today? Absolutely on no boards have they given away any big advantage. And they're playing with black.
Very controlled positions all across. And this one especially that we have in front of us, it's such a Harika position. She's got no weaknesses in her camp. All the pawns are safe and secure. She's got the double bishop advantage, can play for something long term, can be the one who builds it up. This is exactly the kind of position that Harika likes to play.
Yes.
Wow.
Let's have all our 6 boards, because there we'll get a very clear idea of who's leading in this match. So on board number 1, we see that the bar is even. So let's say it could be right now equal. But then we see Grischuk actually pushing on board number 2. Equal on board number 3. Humpy pushing on board number 4. Harika slightly pushing on board number 5. And Prague pushing on board number 6. So actually on 3 boards, it's the upGrad Mumba Masters who are pushing. While on one board where Prague is where the SG Alpine Warriors are pushing, I guess. This match is somewhat in upGrad Mumba Masters' favor. So this was what Master Swidler said. Just put your bishop here. It's either mate here or here. But Harika misses that. And now we have this position. Meanwhile, big news for the upGrad Mumba Masters. Pragna Nanda has drawn his game against Javokir Sindarov.
And Sindarov sits down. He's looking at the board. Prague is looking at the board. This is a big save for the upGrad Mumba Masters. The beast has been stopped for now.
Yes, exactly. Today, both Nihal Sarin and Javokir Sindarov stopping Prague. Oh, and we have big result. In fact, on board number 4, it seems like Koneru Humpy has struck gold for the upGrad Mumba Masters. By the way, Tanya, James, we have big news. Magnus Carlsen could not convert that position, which means the game has ended in a draw on the icon board. We have 1-1 there. The score right now, 6-2 in the favor.
And Harika
Harika made it on a board.
She gives a checkmate to Elizabeth Batts, and with that, they get another 4 points.
They have won already.
Wow.
I think we can call this. It's amazing. The first 2 teams who got 15 points are not going to progress to the finals.
Oh my
The
God.
SG Alpine Warriors are out.
They are
my
out.
goodness.
And you can see their Magnus disappointed because his team is out. And
They are out of there. Oh, look at the disgust on his face there. It's tough. Man, it's tough. Very tough. These games are all crucial. Every single one of them. And it's not going to be the Alpine Warriors in the final.
This
Let's
is
quickly
disappointment
look
for
at-
them. They had been leading the league all throughout, and on the day that it mattered the most, losing 2 matches.
Oh,
And that's
Gukesh
it.
resigns.
Gukesh resigns with the white pieces. That is another win for the upGrad Mumba Masters.
Yes, they move on to 14 points. Look at Gukesh there. And in fact, the best thing that has happened now is that the tournament is over for him. He's lost again. Big result there for the upGrad Mumba Masters. They've moved to 14 points. Can you believe it, James?
That was
16.
I mean, what was that?
16 points.
16.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that actually means that the final match will also matter a great deal because Chingari Gulf Titans with a win get to 16 as well.
And if Vidit wins this, they will win by a score of 18-2.
Yikes. I did not expect this today at all. I don't think anybody did. But of course, I just tell you how strong this field is, and anybody can beat anyone.
And that's
Absolutely.
it. The pawn going ahead to promote. This has been an absolute destruction by the upGrad Mumba Masters. The king can step up to assist the pawn. And then the rook moves forward to take away the only defending rook that black has. And there, Vidit's
Vidit's
sister,
sister.
Vedika, hoping and praying that her brother
praying.
gets the job done on his board to bring in
Oh,
the
and he
bottom
does
line.
it.
He
He gets it done.
He
18
does it.
points.
This is
18-2.
crazy. 18-2.
But that
Little
does
fist
not
bump
actually
there.
guarantee them a spot in the final because if Chingari win and win big enough in the last match, they might still overtake them.
Wow, and look at the
Look at the
celebrations with the high
smiles.
fives and the applauses that we can hear. They've got reasons to be so proud of the team result. Harika there with Alexander Grischuk. What a team performance this was.
And you know, they not only won, they won it so big that actually they become the favorites to reach the finals.
It almost looks like they can't believe the margin with which they've won.
Yeah.
Alexander Grischuk is saying, how did we even do this?
Right, all with the black pieces. I mean, it's insane. It was like 4 wins out of 6 games with the black pieces. What is this? I'm taking black in the final round.
I've never seen Alexander as animated right now that he is. What a win for the upGrad Mumba Masters. I guess if the Chingari Gulf Titans now beat Balan Alaskan Knights, they would also move to 16, but then it all goes to game points.
Wow.
And then who's ahead? We need the leaderboard soon to
We
check.
need to see that.
Oh, what a day
We're
this
getting
is.
the second day in a row of an absolute dream scenarios.
Absolutely.
And,